This week on the season finale of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Mia is not Potomac.
I did not.
I did not. Yes,
Well,
you did.
okay, is that true though?
You also said that Wendy was self-absorbed.
What?
She wasn't a girl's girl, and she would never be my friend.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the season finale of The Real Housewives of Potomac. That's season 9, episode 17. Let's get right into this. Okay, so the opening scene is Karen. She's trying to figure out what to wear for Stacy's charity event. Now, Karen claims that before this event, she had already thought about fostering dogs. Now, Karen, two things. Either you lying or you have horrible timing, because it always feels like you be copying the ladies. So Wendy then calls Karen. Wendy lets her know that she's still doing her YouTube show and that she just got an invitation to the White House to film a show there, and she's wondering if Karen is free and would like to attend the White House with her. And Karen screams of excitement. That's really dope. It really is. Moving on, Stacey has a lunch with a friend of hers. His name is AJ, not TJ, AJ. Stacey has known AJ for years. She says that they're best friends. I guess she's got a few besties. AJ is talking about how they don't really spend much time hanging out a lot, especially now that she has her new friend TJ. Stacey says, I can't wait for you to meet him. And AJ's like, oh, I can definitely wait. Like, I can wait. Stacey's telling him how great he is, that they go to church together, they have so much fun. AJ asks, is he wealthy? Listen, AJ's asking the right questions. Then Stacey actually gets a call in the middle of this conversation, a FaceTime call from TJ. And, they talk for just a little bit, and she shows the camera to AJ. AJ says to Stacey, yeah, that is not your type. He sounded like an AI. You need help. So then we see Ashley. She's in her house. Her mom, sister, Uncle Lump, and his wife come over. It's actually the uncle's wife's birthday, so they're there celebrating her birthday, and she also shares that next week her divorce will be finalized. Finally, about time. It only took 3 seasons. The family also seemed to really like Josh a lot. Josh met them all at the event from last episode, and they really think he's a good guy. Obviously, they also want Ashley to not just rush into something super serious right away. They also want her to have some time to discover herself. She's just now getting out of this divorce. And just like with Stacey, she also gets a FaceTime call from Josh. And, she shows everyone, and everyone was super nice to him. And oh my Lord, Ashley bursts into singing. Out of nowhere, she's just like, because we're healing and thriving. I was like, oh, what is this? Ashley, please don't scare us like that anymore, okay? Alright, next scene was Gizelle and the girls. They were having some difficulty trying to dig. It was funny. They were trying to plant a tree in honor of Giselle's dad. It's sad for Gizelle. I feel bad for her. She's having a very rough transitional period. Her daughter left home. Then her dad died. And now her 2 other girls are leaving. But she shares a beautiful verse, a Bible verse in her confessional. She had to remind us that she was a first lady. Had to remind us because her and her husband ain't never acted like what they are supposed to be. But it was a very nice verse, and I am wishing her the best. Okay, moving along. The cameras are now in Pennsylvania Avenue. Dr. Wendy Osefo is there. She meets the one and only Karine Jean-Pierre, who I miss dearly. Super cool that Eddie and the kids also had the opportunity to attend, and then Karen gets there. It was super cool seeing also that Karine knows the Grand Dame. I guess she watches the show. So then Wendy goes on to do her interview, and they talk about Karine making history as the first Black LGBTQ woman to serve as the White House press secretary. She says that there had to be 34 press secretaries who never looked like her for her to be able to have that role. She says that her biggest mentor was her mom. it is, so yeah, that was pretty much it. Again, super cool experience. Then it's the day of the event, Stacy's charity event. They got a very elegant venue, and Stacy decided to do the event with TJ. So AJ and TJ meet, a little awkward. TJ says something about we're on the same team. No one's against her, no one's against you, and no one's against me. Okay. People begin to arrive. The women look good. We finally see Jessie again. I feel like we saw her a lot at the beginning and then she kind of just disappeared. When Karen gets there, Stacy pulls Karen to the side to have a conversation to figure out what is Karen's problem, because Stacy had sent the invite, and remember Karen said that she would not participate, and just kind of a rude text. So Karen says that she is okay with Stacy meeting the other ladies and being friends with them, but she says that Mia has said some heinous things about her and that Stacy didn't defend her. Stacy does remind Karen though that when they were at Lake Norman, when Mia trashed Karen, Stacy did defend her. Karen then says, I'm talking etiquette, etiquette, zip it. No, really, Karen, we're going to talk about etiquette. Karen then says, I barely even know you anyway. I'm just getting to know you and your backstabbing tendencies. Then in her confessional, she brings out like some creepy, ugly scarecrow doll and says that's what Stacy reminds her of. I thought the whole thing was a little distasteful. I like that Stacy was holding her own though. She says to Karen, I stood up for you. She says Karen turned from being her fairy godmother to becoming the Wicked Witch. And then Karen insults her outfit. Karen then says, if you want to talk to me about what I'm going through, let's talk about your problems. And then she brings up that Stacy ran over a stop sign. Again, hindsight is crazy. Hindsight is a MFer. Karen says, we are, from this point forward, not friends. We're associates. Okay. Other ladies begin to arrive. Kriana came without her man. They're having a hard time seeing eye to eye ever since that fight they got in. She's wasting so much time. She needs to leave that man. Now, I will agree, just on a personal note, I didn't really think Stacy looked the best, especially given that this was her event, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so then Ashley, at this point, almost everyone is there, and Ashley tells Gizelle that the other day, Stacy and her were hanging out, and Stacy also, like she told Mia, told Ashley that Karen had wanted her to not, like, warned her about not being friends with specific people, including Wendy. Giselle's not surprised by this because she's been knowing this, and she says, I've told Wendy this before, and that's true. Like, if we're going to be real for a second, Gizelle and Robyn definitely did say that to Wendy at some point. So they, Gizelle and Ashley, go directly to Karen and tell her what Stacy said that Karen told her. And Karen is denying. Then this gets crazy because Wendy arrives, and then Stacy comes over to say hi to Wendy and to Eddie. And in that moment, Gizelle, she didn't lose the opportunity. She just kind of yells and says, Stacy, Karen says what you are saying isn't true, that she never told you not to be friends with certain people. So at that point, Stacy, in front of everybody, she says, she absolutely did. She told me that Mia was in Potomac, and she told me that Wendy was self-absorbed, and that she wasn't a girl's girl, and that she would never be my friend. I felt bad for Wendy having to hear this. She was just kind of standing there, but here's the thing. She knows it's true, which kind of sucks. The girls are all sitting down, and Stacy even says that she names the restaurant that they were at when Karen was telling her this stuff. So Karen was definitely busted. Mia didn't really seem to care. Wendy did seem a little bit more hurt. She says to Karen, I've been a good friend to you. Like, I've been ride or die. I want to know that you are the same. Stacy says that she's been holding on to everything Karen said to her for months. And everyone's like, let us know. We want to know. But Stacy has to go to start the show. So each woman walks down with a different dog. And the goal is to have somebody adopt one of the dogs. And the dresses were made by Vivian, very nice dresses. And so yeah, they were showcasing the dogs. Then when all of the ladies got together, once they were all individually introduced, they had these like steam foam bombs that went off, and the dogs got scared, and all of the dogs started pooping all across the venue. People are throwing up, screaming, they're leaving. It was nasty. Like, I got grossed out just by seeing it. I can't imagine if I was there. And then at that point is when we start to get the end credits. Ashley's still dating Josh. Kriana's still having problems with her man, but she's waiting on her ring. Wendy is teaching a class at a different university. Stacey is almost divorced. Gizelle is officially an empty nester. Mia and Iyke broke up and she got back with Gordon. And then Karen, they show 5 months later after filming Wrapped. And they actually filmed the day of the trial when her and Ray were leaving to the courthouse. And then 12 hours later, a jury of her peers found the Real Housewives star to be guilty as charged, now facing up to 2 years in prison. Phew! Wow, this was a good finale, not gonna lie. Now, here's the thing. I remember back in the day, Gizelle talking about this is gonna be the best finale of all of Bravo history. Okay, I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it. I really did. I thought it was a very nice way to wrap up this season, and I like the way that I'm actually very much looking forward to that reunion. That reunion does look very good, so I can't wait for that. You guys, are y'all surprised about Wendy and Karen? Let me know. I'm not surprised. I'm really not. But y'all let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts overall on the episode. Did you enjoy the finale? Let me know. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.